Okay, as promised, we told you guys we would go over what we do for exercise out here, and I'm gonna make a pretty quick video. This is about you're looking at about $60 something worth of stuff. This homemade stuff. The bag, of course, costs a little bit more, but whatever. You can get them on Amazon. 6-foot bags, bigger than this one here, for 35 bucks. You stuff them with old clothes and all kinds of other stuff. But real quick, this is how we put it together. That's about waist high, the pivot point. It's a piece of fence I found in the back of my yard. Keep it from coming through there, give a little space there. This is where you put the weight at, and I'll demonstrate how to use some of this stuff, a couple exercises that will help you guys get on your way to being physically fit. Here's a homemade flat bench. Very, very stable. As you see, we're just out in the grass. We made it wide enough, the stances on it, to keep us okay on level ground. Here's an incline, decline bench, whichever way you put to it. You could put on this end here some things to keep your feet in case you guys want to do like a decline sit-up sort of thing. And one important thing I want to give great mention to is that right there. You say, well, what's that? That's a bar. This has kept me from the chiropractor that I used to go to once a month-ish, somewhere around there. And I'm down to probably, I think the last time I was there was 4 months ago. This is hanging. This is hanging, decompression. I used to have one of those tables that flip you upside down. It didn't work. I don't know why this works. It works on grip strength, but it also it decompresses your back slightly. You just hang there for a period of time, work on 30 seconds, maybe several times per day. But this has saved me a lot of pain and strife. And that's just a piece of fence pole from a chain link fence. That's absolutely amazing. A lifesaver for me anyway, and for my son. He deals with a lot of the same stuff. We're in a very rough business, work-wise, and what that comes down to is a lot of heavy weightlifting in that, and it compresses your back. And if you do this every day, I'm probably gonna promise you guys that, you know, it's gonna help so many of you, because so many people deal with this kind of stuff. All right, we'll get right back to it in a minute here. All right, here's this funky looking piece of equipment right here. I don't know what to call it, but it's made up of a 4x4 post, treated lumber, of course, when you're outside. That's about $8. Pallets you can get for free anywhere. That piece of fencing I showed you that connects it to my deck didn't cost anything. So you got an $8 piece of equipment right here. Get something like this. There's a piece of black pipe, gas pipe, and I bored a hole in it, slip that through there. I go over a couple exercises with you guys. So I take this, come out like this, I come up like a snatch almost, and you can do shoulder presses, you can do sort of a incline chest press, okay, you can do back rows, okay, you can pop this out. I take this, be very careful when you're doing this. You pick it up, hook it under, hook it here. This teaches you how to pick heavy stuff up. And it's very good for your whole body. Take this here, like this, something like that. You can do legs. Squat all the way down. The further you squat, the better it is for your back. Okay, very important. Take this back down, get yourself completely on it. Come here, I grab this. That's going to get harder when you put weight on it. You say, well, there's no weight on it. Watch this. There we go. Now there is. That's about 5, 6, 7 pounds. I don't know. I don't care anymore. I used to do plates. I used to do all the weights, and well, you got a pyramid up and then you come back down, or you do a superset and you got to add 5 pounds. You got to add as you go up. You know what? Screw all that crap. You know what? That'll get you more sick of working out than anything. Look at this. Look. Got probably 10, 20, 30. Try to use wedged logs. It keeps them in there a little bit better. Look at this. I got probably 50 pounds on there. I could add more. Hey, you know what? You know what a set of 300 pounds of weight costs? Probably roughly $150 to $300. And guys, you can take this thing and you can get a longer pole. The longer it is, well, I won't get into all that, but the more forward the pallet is, the more weight you're going to feel. So you don't want it all the way down at the end. But you could take this and bury your own post in the ground and put that wherever you want. You don't even have to cement it. It ain't that technical. You could take this, you can get a 12-footer and put it directly on the ground and do the same thing that I'm doing. You don't connect it to anything. Okay, once again, flip over to my strong side, come down, holding it very carefully. That just helps us keep this up. Now we're gonna come over here. All right, the next thing here, part of that $60-something, took the rest of some of this wood that I bought. This is a 2x10. That measures out to 1.5 by 9.5 inches nominal size. And I just kind of smacked this together. I'll show you how I build it a little bit closer. I'm going to show you how to use this. Okay, right here, I'll have Zach come over and get a close-up of this. These are Power Block 50 weights. I got them at Dick's Sporting Goods probably 15 years ago. I think I paid a couple $100, I don't know, maybe. But these are 50-pound weights a piece, and the nice thing about it is you can select every 5 pounds right here. You don't have to do this. You can use your imagination on weights. Man, when I was a kid, I used just anything we could put together. It didn't make any difference. It was just cool, just lifting, just doing it. Normally I'd have these out in front of me. And you ain't gotta get this technical. I like to do full body exercises more than just benching and stuff like that, but we mix it up a lot. Is there a rhyme to my reason? No. But if I hit a major body part one day, I'll wait a day or two in between to hit that again. Like today we're gonna hit chest really hard, and today's Tuesday. We won't do that again until probably Thursday or Friday. But here we'll do some flat bench presses, dumbbell presses. Very easy, guys. You come down. I don't have it like this. I don't have it like this, although you could. I'm more of a canted degree right here. I come down, I come up. I come down, I come up. I'm not going fast. Building strength and exercise is about time under strain or resistance. This is how you build muscle. I always do a warm-up set. That's smart, keeps you from being injured, and don't go too heavy. Better form is better than how much weight you're actually pushing. I don't really care how much weight I'm pushing. It all builds strength. And then one day I'll do all very light exercises or light weights, and some days I'll do very heavy weight. Well, 50 pounds if you call that heavy weight. For some of you that's a joke. But of course with this or anything else, you can do a curl. You can do a different variation of a curl. It really isolates. Here's dumbbell rows. Same idea, same angle. You're not doing it fast, you're not rolling up, but you're letting it come down. You got a nice strong grip because it's important to have a strong grip. So I grab everything really super hard. I come up, that's hitting my lower back, That's hitting my traps. That's hitting the backside of my shoulders, my delts, everything. I do probably say, like, if I'm doing this right here, I'll do about 5 sets, or I'm sorry, about 4 sets, maybe 8 or 6 to 12 reps each time. That means I'm going to do this 6 times or 12 times, but again, slower. And it depends on the weight that you use. If you're using heavy weight, you want to stay lower on the reps. Ideally, you can use this to do shoulder presses, single or double, like this. Again, certain exercises you don't want to get crazy on the weight. But you know what? Most importantly, guys, you're starting out. This is what I started out doing. I couldn't do a push-up for strength reasons, probably, because it's a certain motion. We lay floors for a living, so we carry very heavy weight, but in different ways. But a lot of injury. But if you do something lightweight and you do it properly, it will rebuild those injuries that you have, and you'll be able to build from that. But here's something that you might like right here. I can use this bench for, if I can't do a regular push-up flat because I just can't do it for some reason, I go like this. Get about shoulder width, and this takes a lot. This takes a lot of the weight off. This takes a lot of the weight off, let me tell you. And if you don't want to do that, you can drop down to your knees. Make sure to breathe. Hey, Risky, that's my cute little puppy boy. You can even build this up even more. This is one thing I like to do. I think they call them like staggered push-ups. You can put both up here to make it even easier, or do it on a deck where you're darn near standing up, where you just can't do a little bit. It's all about doing it. Do these every day. You can do these every single day. Get yourself built up. You can go like this and hit your muscles in a different way, like this here. You can do a push-ups like this, different variations. You can go like this. So use your imagination, guys. Here's an incline. I won't have to really get into that much, but as you can see, I'm 5'10". I'm 5'10". This supports me however long my torso is. I can do, what's that, Rusty? I can do butterflies, where you come like this. Well, it's one of those exercises you don't want to do a lot of weight with butterflies, because it does put a lot of strain. A lot of people say not to do them because of the strain that puts it. But if you got good form and you keep from extending out too much, you can do them properly without injury at all. So there's that. All right, next. So you know what? Those are some variations with those things. You guys can watch YouTube and find out like no weight exercises, body weight exercises, flat bench dumbbell exercises, flat bench exercises, incline bench exercises. You can do all kinds of stuff. You can by far get a lot more information than what I'm giving you. A bag. Again, I just hit this thing. You know, it's good cardio. It's good cardio. It's good training. Keep your guard up. You know, if you ever get in a situation, unfortunately, you have to defend yourself, best advice is to run. But if you can't, you know what? Some people can't fight because they never threw a punch. They don't practice. You know, body. I'm not doing anything technical here. I don't even know what I'm doing. But what difference does it make? You know what? Here's a face. Get in close. Here's a punch. A lot of you guys could show me how to do this stuff, and that's great. Post a video and show me. But you know what it does? It builds my core. It gets me moving. I burn sweat, or I burn fat. It makes you sweat like crazy. And something like that, you know, we got it set up where we can drop it. We've got a 6-foot bag coming, but you know what? Leg kicks, just boom. Nothing will end the fight sometimes faster because it's so unexpected as a nice leg kick. We learned that in jiu-jitsu. Although jiu-jitsu doesn't really go into that, we had a lot of self-defense classes that we got into, and kicking in the back of the knee, kicking to the calf, and more importantly, right here, there's a nasty nerve, and I don't know what it's called. Maybe you guys can tell me what it is. This will drop some guys bad. Watch it MMA, watch different fights, and you'll see a guy working on that stuff, and that guy will be done. He'll quit sometimes before he even knocks him out. Liver punches, body, don't ever just, you know, this isn't a fight video. I get my butt kicked. But it's a, you know what? Condition your fists, move your body, strengthen your core, all that stuff. Now, to me, most importantly, and maybe to you guys, right here. Right here. For me, the most important piece of equipment out here is this right here, because this is where it starts. If I have back pain, I can't do that bench. I can't do this contraption thing, whatever. You guys come up with a name with it. But this right here, very quickly, come up. My feet are still touching. I don't need to step up or anything like that. I think that's could be dangerous, because if you lose your footing, unless it's a nice big platform, you'd probably be okay. Simply grab this, hard grip. You could do like a clamp C-type grip or thumb over, and just hang. Let that feel that in your lower back. My feet are not off the ground at this point, and yours might not be for a little while, until you develop some grip strength. It's not easy. This is not easy to hang like this. I weigh 215 pounds. I did weigh 244, but now I weigh about 215, and it's not easy. I couldn't do a pull-up to save my life, but I can hang. And you know what that does for me? That brings me back to health. Seriously, if it weren't for that, I couldn't do any of this stuff, I promise. Walking included, because I have such bad degenerative disc disease in my upper and lower back. And another thing you can do with this is some core exercises like this, some leg lifts right from here, like this. This will build your core. This will build, this will get your body moving. Good for your hips, and you're decompressing at the same time. Although when you do hang, I recommend just doing that and just really staying still. If you want to do the exercise stuff portion of it, make that a separate thing. But you're doing this, coming up, let my feet touch the ground, and as I get a little bit stronger, and I just completely relax and get my feet off the ground just a little tiny bit, and you actually start to hear that creaking and cracking come down. You're going to be done, and as soon as you hit down, that's why I recommend not doing it for a long period of time at first. You're gonna hurt, because it's simulating a car accident as far as I'm concerned, but it's going to the right direction, and it's putting you back where you belong. And this, you can watch other videos on it, the benefits of hanging from a bar or different stuff. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And there's guys on there. This is why I started it. They'll show you how to do it. They'll show you the benefits of it, and it's just really important. But I'm going to show you a couple more things real quick, so we'll be right back. Okay, here we are. This is very important, guys. Some of these don't look too good, but you know what? I got a cucumber plant over here. Those things grow in anything. Zucchini plant. I've got some, that white stuff is treatment for aphids. I started getting some aphids in that, but they're coming back to life now finally. This is green peppers. Here's another tomato plant. Another tomato plant, a bag. There's some bean plants. These things grow in the cracks of your sidewalks. But just want to show you guys real quick. You know what? This is so unbelievably important. You know, and again, this depends what you want. This depends what you want out of life, what you want out of the things that you do, whether it's airsoft, whether it's fitness, whether it's running, whether it's whatever. But you know what? cut the sugars out, guys. Get rid of that crap. All that ingredients you don't even know, you can't even pronounce half of these things. Get it out of your body. You know what? If it lasts for 2 weeks on your shelf or in your cabinet, you probably shouldn't be eating it. This stuff is killing you. Lunch meat, all that processed garbage, it's killing you. Go look at some of the negatives about stuff like that. This stuff that we always have eaten, never questioned it, and go do some research on your own. But right here, guys, look at this. I don't go to the gas station and buy water. You know why? Because I'm cheap and it's wasteful. Go buy a case of freaking water at your grocery store. The most you'll pay is probably $4 or $5. I buy the generic stuff. It's purified. The other one, the spring water, is usually very salty, I found out. So purified, to me, is much better option. So, and it keeps you from getting thirsty again. You don't want to drink salt all the time. But hey, don't take my word for it, or maybe take my word for it, but try it yourself. Try the stuff for yourselves, guys. Maybe I could walk you through some of this building and some of this stuff here for a minute here. And oh, there's my little squirrel buddy. We got about 10 squirrels that we feed around here. Come right up to us, eat out of our hands. Pretty cool little fellers. But this is just very simple construction. This didn't take me long at all. You could do this with a handsaw, guys. You could do this with, I wouldn't recommend nails, because nails will back out on you. I bought some deck screws right there. Not the Phillips and not the flathead, but the like star looking bit. That way you don't have to worry about them stripping when you're putting it all together. This kind of keeps my bag a little more stable. This here, it kind of just a kind of a longer stable thing there, and you can once again put that into the ground if you wanted to. But you know what, guys, be ready. What do you want out of everything? What do you want out of life? Do you want to keep gaining weight like I was? Do you want to get, you know, pre-diabetic or full-blown diabetic like I was heading toward? Do you want to have a heart attack? Yes, there's guys our age that have heart attacks every day, much younger than me. This is what I use for weed barrier, by the way. Cardboard and grass clippings right there. Keeps the weeds down. But what do you guys want out of life? What do you guys want, man? At 50 years old, at 60 years old, you still want to be doing the things that you're doing, or you just want to rot in front of a television? I don't. Got to make a choice, and you got to make changes. And as we always say in Warsoft Tactical, be ready. Have a great day, you guys. Please leave me a comment, like, and subscribe. And another thing I want to tell you guys is, you know what? Once again, water. Stop drinking them nasty sports drinks, so-called sports drinks. They're killing you. They're ruining your gains. They're making you be highly affected to the sun. They're slowing you down. And you know what? Just overall, you know what? Like I said before, I come out here. I love it out here. I hate sitting in the garage with weights. You come outside, the sun's beating on me, as you can see, glaring off my head. Come out here when we come out here when it's raining. We come out here when it's in a cold morning. We come out here when it's hotter than crap. We were out here the other day, it was 95 degrees. You know what? That's what it's all about. It's about being tough. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. It's important. Stop looking for comfort at every corner. Stop being a wimp. I need to be told that multiple times a day. So I'm going to tell you guys the same thing. Stop being a wimp. Stop looking for a way out. If you've got time to sit on your phone or play video games or any of those other things that we all have time to do, you have time to do this kind of stuff. This is nothing. And most importantly, you know what? Get out there and walk. That's one of the fastest fat burning things that I've discovered after doing HIIT exercises, burpees, military style drill type exercises. And you know what? My stomach starts growing when I stop walking. I haven't walked in probably 2 weeks. And usually my stomach's a whole lot flatter than this. But that's what it comes down to. And everybody can walk. Everybody can walk. And, or I should say most anybody, but most of us can walk. There's no excuses. So, you know what? Be ready. Get healthy. Be ready. That's a wrap.